then we'll start on the questioning. So just as a by way of introduction, have you all done some reading? Do you know anything about it?
Only this.
Only that?
Yes,
Okay.
no by car.
For me, it's a pleasure that we are able to share what we are doing to you. Selfina, like it says here, it's a for-profit organization which is local. It's from Tanzania. We've initiated it as a response to problems that women are facing. We find that due to customs and traditions, many women do not own collateral because usual with inheritance or whatever you find. If there is anything, usually the boy child would inherit, or the property will be in the husband's name, and women do not really own. The government does not say do not own, but it's just the inherent situation which is there. And because of that, this cuts them off from accessing financial services, because normally they are collateral based. And this situation then makes it difficult for women to advance this, because then without accessing financial services, then they are they don't have their voices, they do not make decisions in the decision process, they are cut off, and they do not take part even in productive economy. And I'm a woman, so that was a situation that I also faced. For the time being, I'll not go into the details how we started, but just to know that this is what really prompted us into going into this. And therefore, to go around the problem of collateral, we decided to go into micro-leasing as a way of solving this, because the lease equipment then stands as the collateral, and the women do not have to tie their scarce resources into buying that equipment. Once we've done the appraisal, it means they go into the business straight away. And for us as the lessor, the institution as the lessor, it means we have the comfort that there is a collateral between us. But the beauty of it is that once they've finished paying for the collateral, for the asset, the ownership is passed on to them. And for most of them, we find this is the first time they get a chance to own something in their own names, and they can use it now to access even additional financing. And because we are micro, then we are talking about small things like sewing machines, starting from the simple sewing machines to some of them to electrical or embroidery to even industrial sewing machines. But other women, because they know the talent of being secretaries, so they also lease computers or photocopiers. But these are women in the towns. In Tanzania, more than 75% of our people live in the rural areas. And for that reason, then, we've tried now to go more and more into the rural areas, and especially when you find that most of them live on less than $1, but there are more than 65 people working. So now we go into the rural areas, and there you find women lease equipment like milling machines for grinding maize flour or corn flour, and they start packaging and distributing that, or oil pressing machines for sunflower or palm oil, irrigation equipment. At some point, we've also partnered with Kickstart, because Kickstart championing on water facilities, very simple water pumps which are operated manually. But then they cost up to say $200, which still in the rural areas is expensive for many women. So if they lease from us, then they are able to use that and increase their crops 2 or 3 times a year. Others now are leasing small tractors, and even small tractors complete with the trailer and other packages. So institution. Several years, Selfina has been doing this, and he said the number of jobs that we had created, the type of leases that we were doing, and da 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 da.
And here is my wife
And-
just leasing just machine and starting a business.
But it was really, we really appreciated that the government could actually appreciate that. And since then now, the government is encouraging financial institutions, and even there is one bank which is owned at a great extent by the government. That one is going to really take leasing to another level. Yeah.
When the red light is on.
Sorry.
This is Joyce Mwete. She's the entrepreneur here. She'll tell you all her details. She's one of our clients, but the good thing is that she'll tell you how, through her work, we have also, she has a good outreach in the rural areas. She'll be able to explain that to you. But then also to give you even a broader overview, we also have Mrs. Betty Matarimo. We'll first deal with Joyce, and after you've exhausted your questions, then we'll also see the work of Betty. Betty does not work from here. She has her own workshop.
Yeah.
She has about 20 industrial sewing machines, but we thought she could bring one sewing machine and you could see her products and talk to her, so that at least within the time frame we were given, you can get a chance to talk at least to two people. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes, very good.
Thank you. So we start with Joyce. Joyce, this so much. And then, of course, sorry, I should, let me introduce also two here, and the rest of one in Coast Region and one in Mwanza by the Lake Shore. And we have the other branches, we have another regional operations manager. Thank you first. Then we have Mrs. Joyce Gambeki. She's our human resource manager, and she accompanied us on this journey. Then we have Margaret. She's the branch manager of Mikochen, and the two clients actually fall under her portfolio. Yeah. Thank you.
Of Footloose Tanzania Limited. In Footloose, we export our handcraft worldwide, but we normally export into the US and some in Europe. But in Europe, it is in Germany and UK, and some few in Portugal. But mostly we do export to US. It is about 60% of what we're exporting in the US, and some 40 we're exporting in Europe. We are a private company, and it is a family business. I'm the managing director. Our main activities is we do link between the small scale craft producer and the international market. We have also we do also sell within the country, but it is just 25%. We have a big shop in Zanzibar, in our island in Zanzibar. I think you heard of that. But now have expanded up to 10 Saudi. When I do export, I face a lot of problems, especially in working capital and in capacity. Since this is a hand thing, it is not easy to fill big orders because these people are working by hand. So I try to source some money from Selfina so that they can help me to buy maybe some equipment or simple machine so that they can fill order. But still, they helped me in last year with a machine, woodwork machine, where I can make, you will see later the product I'm producing. But still, I have a problem because sometimes the order is too big. Like one can say that we need 120 baskets within 3 months. I cannot, even per year, because people are working by hand. We don't have machine or simple equipment to work. Most of the things are done by hand. And since it is done by hand, it becomes to be very expensive, so that I can even not compete with the Eastern Bloc. When I say Eastern Bloc, I mean Chinese, Indonesian, where there's mass production, and also they have small equipment.
And then it goes for painting. The other side there is a painting.
Can we go?
By hand.
Yeah.
By hand it takes time. Maybe one can make this piece, 1 piece or 2 pieces per day. So to fill big order, it was not a job. That's why we sourced money from Selfina and bought that machine.
Super.
So if it is 1,000 pieces, I have to do 1,300 for the grading, so that I cannot go beyond the customer.
Can you sell the remaining 300?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
a shop, so I
Right,
take
yeah.
these to, but some are sample, I
Sure,
don't sell.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
For marketing.
You done, Richard?
We were carving big stuff, but nowadays it's all we Germans. We have this, we have a lot. Try to modify, but then we modify into utilities. Not only stuff. These 10 pieces. And another said that I want only 3 because you want to, maybe they want to test market. So I can take these 3 to the retail, but I need him or I need her. That's why I have to source the distributor. So some of the guys they ordered 20, some 5, some 10, some 16. That's why I take to the distributor, then distributor. He also has the markup on top of this. So I have to go down.
You also have the market with nurses.
Yeah.
Like so, what was that for, like bangles?
No, Macy's, it was the Christmas decoration. We made it, I have some inside. We made the star,
This is a special paint.
Yeah.
You like it, then you can take it off. Then you can load it.
Oh, you can roll it off the.
Yeah.
You can roll it off the canvas.
Take another one, yeah. My friend. Take another one.
that is our own organization. When I was
Yeah, it's good.
I'm producing this, I'm making shirts and ladies wear, African wear. I'm selling it in Tanzania and outside Tanzania. That's the only African products. And I'm making this also collars for the,
This is for the neck.
for the neck, yes. Designs. Designs. And I have specialized in embroidery. You can come and uniforms for schools. I've hired a room where I put the machine. And my problem, main problem,
And they wanted to replicate the experience in Rwanda. So after several months, I was invited to go to Rwanda and I stayed there for 2 months. In the 2 months, I was able to teach the staff of Vision Finance Company, which is an organization facilitated by the Body Vision. And during that time, I was able to launch one big product with they call Coffee Bite.
which is able to climb through the mountains. If some of you have been to Rwanda, Rwanda is very mountainous, different from Tanzania. So it's the coffee bike is multi-purpose. It can be used as a means of transportation, and at the same time, it carries the coffee to various stations. So during that time, I was able to launch that one product, but also I went through the whole process with the Vision Finance, developing from the legal documents, the whole process of lease applications, and also training the staff on the leasing concept, marketing of leasing products, trying to also show them how to identify maybe some other products in the market. And it was very interesting experience. And even after that, I think they managed to get a visitor from, I remember, I think the US, who came just to see the coffee bag. Yeah.